are you having a hard time finding employees?
Not really. Not really. I don't, whether it's customers or employees, I don't look at them in that way. They're all relationships. And when you look at things as a relationship, I mean, I think all of us would say that. If you've got a relationship with somebody, you want to do what you can to protect that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that is making sure that, hey, what makes that person tick? What makes that person happy? What makes that person want to either work harder, spend money with us versus the guy down the street? But that's what we're trying to do. My dad used to always say, you can always find somebody that's going to sell a can of beans cheaper. But what you need to strive for is being the best in customer relationships.
Oh, kids these days. Oh, kids these days. Always on their phone of their various complaints. We've been complaining about kids these days since there's been kids, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
my dad's got plenty complaining about me. I can promise you that.
Well, I am a baby boomer, technically, I guess. And I remember, and this is the arc, if you're a younger person, you wouldn't believe this, but baby boomers they were said with the same disdain as millennials. Baby boomers, spoiled, entitled, self-indulgent, and then somehow we gained some sort of status that I was never aware of, and now we're falling off the edge of the table. What do you? I mean, are you noticing? How do you engage with somebody who wants to be part of your team, who is just in the start of their job process? I mean, how young do you hire people?
Well, I think we've probably got a few 14-year-olds around. That seems to be the starting age. I mean, unfortunately, there's only so many things that those 14 to 18-year-olds can do, and there's certain times that they can and can't work. But I think I went on the payroll when I was 12 years old, and I look back and if I didn't have work and I wasn't in sports, I don't know what I would have turned out like. So I always want to give those young kids a chance to work and a chance to being around retail. I just think it builds character when you've got to deal with customers, and I just think it builds character. I think everybody should have to do it.
How do you work with a difficult employee or a difficult customer?
Well, I think you just try and the customers especially, you just do what you need to make them happy. I mean, I always just turn it right around and just, hey, what can I do to make this right? And I would say that at least 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you something realistic that you can do. And if it's realistic to do, you do it.
Interesting. I was just thinking about, I was an officiant at a funeral, and the family was nice. And then afterwards, they said, well, we want his suit back. And the funeral director said, well, what do you mean? Well, we got to get it back to the department store. So they bought it, and then they were going to take it back to the department store. Okay, well, then the funeral director said, well, there's a couple of things that, when a person dies, they're stiff. So what you usually do is you slit the coat up the back, and you put him on that way. And you know that he was cremated. And I thought to myself, these people were going to bring that suit back to the department store, and they were kind of salty about it. Well, why weren't we told about this? And so, and I don't think RF that they saw. I would say that's stealing. I would say, listen, if you bought it for one event,
100%. Yes.
I would say if you buy something that you want for one event, and then you're going to turn it back in a couple of weeks, I would say you bought it, you own it, you'll use it down the road. That's my philosophy. But there are a number of people who do not think that way. They see your liberal return policy and say, well, this is sweet. I'm able to use this and drop it off the next day and get my money back. It's like free rental. I'm sure you've seen this.
Oh, yeah.
How do you now have a conversation with this person?
Well, that one would be a lot more challenging than I think some of the conversations.
I gave you the ultimate one, right?
But I don't know if you've ever seen the video that give them the pickle, but that's kind of our motto is we just are going to do what we need to. And we realize that, one or two or three or four out of 100 people are going to take advantage of that, but we're okay with that. I would rather, I'm the guy that's got to get up, look myself in the mirror the next day and make sure that I did everything I can to make a customer happy and make it right.